Hi, this is Allyse Sedivy, and I am part of your doTERRA upline support system. And I just want to say, welcome to the family of doTERRA. And it's amazing when you come to understand the power of essential oils and what they can do for yourself and your family. Most of us naturally want to share it with other people. And as we share doTERRA with other people, we can in time, when we're consistent, we can start earning commissions. And those commissions can support our monthly purchases of essential oils. We actually call this free natural health care, and thousands of people all over the world are receiving free natural health care from doTERRA. And they can also the commissions can actually supplement or even replace people's incomes. And I've seen this also all over the world. Well, I wanted to tell you about an amazing announcement that happened last week with doTERRA. It's called the Founders Club. Now, when I joined 10 years ago, the company had an original Founders Club, and I joined 3 months after the Founders Club was full. And basically what it means is when you have a new market, when doTERRA has a new market, they allow a certain amount of people, and the original Founders Club was 25 people, to run like crazy and share the oils like crazy and bless people's lives. And if the first 25 that hit a certain level of success, right, they became founders. And those people, over the years, received a bonus check. Once a year, they received a bonus check. And as that check grew and got bigger and bigger, it eventually became hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I remember thinking to myself, I missed out on this opportunity to ever be a founder because I joined 3 months after it was full. And I remember going to the owners often saying, let's do a Founders Club again in the US. And they would say, well, it's just usually when it's a new market and the US isn't new. And, it's hard because there's a lot of different leaders and they have different ranks. So it's hard to figure out. Well, guess what happened? Just last week, doTERRA announced a new Founders Club 2.0 for the US market, which means they are now offering the same incredible opportunity, but not just to 25 people. They're offering it actually to 200 people that share the power of essential oils and help build their teams. Now, this time around, the payout won't be quite so big as it was at the beginning, but over time, it could reach up to $80,000 every year as a bonus, and that's not even including what they make in just their regular doTERRA commissions. So I am really excited. The field is really excited, and we wanted to tell you about this opportunity because every single person has an opportunity to get involved with this program. And the way that doTERRA set it up is it's fair for anyone, for someone that's brand new that has never shared the oils before, or someone that's just barely getting started, or someone that's been doing this business and has a really, really big team. They set it up in a way that it's fair and comparable for every single person to have the same opportunity. So I would like to tell you a little bit more in detail about the Founders Club opportunity, what it could mean for you and what it could mean for your financial future, and the fastest and easiest way for you to hit this goal. So, let's get going. Okay, here's a breakdown of the points and how the United States Founders Club 2.0 is working. All right, first, the opportunity. There are 200 available places or spots for the Founders Club. We talked a little bit about the beginning Founders Club with just 25 spots and 1% of the revenue of the first $1 billion. Well, this Founders Club 2.0 is 200 spots with 2% of the next billion. So it's like from $1 billion to $2 billion of revenue. Now, the cool thing about, now obviously this Founders Club is not going to make quite as much money as the first Founders Club, but there's, a few reasons why the first Founders Club is more profitable. Number one, they were taking a risk on doTERRA. No one knew if doTERRA was going to be a really booming, financially beneficial company with fantastic products because it was brand new. Now we know that doTERRA is one of the best, network marketing companies in the world. Their products are second to none, and the compensation is fantastic. So now we have 200 places, and I'm actually really glad that they did 200 and not just 25, because with just 25 and all of the wellness advocates that are in the United States, those places would be gone very, very quickly. So you're going to receive one share out of 200. So basically, if you take 2% of $1 billion in revenue, now you don't just take $1 billion, times it by 2%, and then divide that by 200. But we get paid off of commissionable volume. So it's not off of, the revenue dollars, but commissionable volume, which is usually about 80%. It's about 80%. So over the years, this check will grow to max out at around $80,000, your bonus check that you receive once a year in January. $80,000 is pretty significant. And also, it's not just an $80,000 check, right, once a year, but all the activity that you have to do to become a founder, well, that's the equivalent of about a diamond rank, which is around $13,000 a month. So if you take $13,000 a month and you add, the bonus divided by 12 months, around $8,000, you're looking at $20,000 a month. That's a $240,000 opportunity, a $250,000 opportunity. Now, I think that it's going to take 5, 6, or 7 years for this volume to get bigger, right? Like, we're not going to just start this year and next year there'll be $2 billion in revenue. It's going to go, 1.2 and then 1.4 and 1.6, and it's going to grow. And so the checks at the very beginning will be smaller, and then they'll grow bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And so at the beginning, the first Founders Club, it took about 7 years for their checks to really max out. And I think it'll take anywhere from 5 to 7 years for the checks here to max out also. Now, the cool thing about this year, if you qualify as a founder and do it really quickly, because we believe that the Founders Club will last around 12 to 18 months. So to fill up all 200 spots, and everyone has all of the volume that they need to fill up those 200 spots, I think it will be about 12 to 18 months. But if you do it before December, the end of December 2020, if you qualify before December, you actually earn double payment for your first year in January, which is awesome. So no matter how big that check is, you're going to get double. You're going to get 2 payments in January. The other thing we need to talk about is the volume. Now, with the U.S. Founders Club, it basically means that the volume has to be in the U.S. So, number one, the people, you have to be building in the U.S. Volume needs to come from the U.S. In fact, 90% of your volume needs to come from U.S. accounts. So I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios. Let's say you're brand new and you start building and you have one really excited friend in Italy that is building, and she's an elite. And you build to about a diamond level and you have an elite in Italy. If that elite volume in Italy is less than, 10% and 90% is from the US, then you can qualify for your volume in the US. Now, what about if you are already a really big team and you have massive volume already? And for instance, my team, 50% of my organization is outside of the US. So 50% of my volume is outside of the US. So for me, I will never be able to get 90% of my volume from US accounts. So does that mean that I'm disqualified? No. What it means is the builders and the volume that I'm going to be increasing and going to be counting towards Diamond Club, well, that volume, that increase of volume 90% needs to come from the US. And so for me, what I'm going to be focusing on this year is all of my new leaders to have US volume. And they're really, this is really clear. This is really clean cut. They're going to be picky on this. Just make sure that your volume is coming from the US. All right. So there's two easy ways to earn points. The first is we need to know that we need to get to 1,000 points. The first 200 people to reach 1,000 points become the new founders, 2.0 US founders. And you can get those 1,000 points two ways. First, by your personal points and the things that you do. And second, by your team points or the things that you help your team to achieve. First, we're gonna just concentrate on your personal points for just a minute. There's two ways that you can earn personal points. One is by personally rank advancing and moving through the ranks. You're gonna get points for that. And the other is from personal enrollments. Let's talk about personal rank advancing. Now, every single rank is given a point amount. So when you hit a rank for the first time, you receive points. For instance, if you hit elite, if you're brand new and you hit elite for the first time, you can get 20 points. And they give you 20 points for 3 months. The reason why they do that is they don't want you to just hit elite and be really shaky and try and push to the next rank. They want you to actually solidify those ranks. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So you actually can receive 20 points for the first time you hit elite, another 20 points for the second time you hit elite, and a third 20 points for the third time you hit elite. It doesn't have to be consecutive. So it could look like you went elite May, June, and July, 20, 40, 60. Or it could look like you went elite May and then July was a little hard. And then you went elite in August and got another 20 points. And September and October were difficult. And then you went elite again in November and you would receive your third 20 points for a total of 60 points. The same thing happens with Premier, 25 points, Silver, 30 points, Gold, 35 points, Platinum, 40 points, Diamond, 50 points, Blue Diamond, 55 points, and Presidential Diamond, 60 points. Now, you'll notice that the higher the rank, the more points that you get for reaching that rank. And the reason why is because it's harder. It's harder to go from Blue Diamond to Presidential Diamond than it is from Elite to Premier. And so the higher that you build in doTERRA, the more points that you receive. The other thing that you need to know about these points is that these points are calculated off of the first time you hit this rank. So this is what we call full points. So if you've never ever been elite again and you hit elite, then you get 20 points. If you've never been premier, you get 25. So these are full points if you've never ever in the history of doTERRA hit this rank before. Also, doTERRA has been really smart how they've calculated points, and they don't want to disincentivize anyone. So what if you want to go faster? What if you don't want to sit at elite for 3 months? What if you want to go straight from elite to silver or even new to gold, right? Well, they don't want to disincentivize you or penalize you for going fast so that you think, oh, I just have to sit there for 3 months so I don't miss my points. What happens is no matter how high you hit the rank, if you hold that rank, the highest rank for 3 months, you will pick up all of the points underneath, all of the points that you missed for every single month. So let me tell you what that looks like. Let's say you're brand new and you just are on fire with sharing essential oils and you really want to be a founder. And in the first month, you jump all the way to silver. So you don't even hit elite or premier, you just go straight to silver. Well, if you hold silver for 3 months, and you get 30, 60, 90 points. That third month, you will also pick up 3 months of Premier and 3 months of Elite. The same thing goes if you jumped all the way to Diamond and you held your top rank for 3 months, Diamond, you would pick up all the Diamond points, Platinum points, Gold points, Silver points, Premier points, and Elite points for all of the months. So you are definitely not penalized for going fast and for building fast. It's fantastic. Now, what about people that have hit a certain rank in the past and maybe their business has kind of slipped or it's been hard for them to get back? Well, doTERRA doesn't want to, I'm going to give you an example. What if a long time ago you hit diamond, a few years ago you hit diamond, and now you're a gold? Well, in the Founders Club, if you had already hit platinum and diamond before, then if you only had full points, you would literally have to go from gold until blue diamond before you'd start making any points. And that is really frustrating and it's really demotivating. And a lot of people from the very beginning would say, I'm out. Like, I can't do this, right? And it's not worth it. So what doTERRA has done, which is super smart, is anytime that someone is requalifying or hitting a rank for the second time or third or fourth, just it's not their first time, they are eligible to get half points for 3 months that they hit that rank. So for instance, let's say you were elite a year ago, okay? Last May you were elite. And now in May you hit elite again. Well, you're able to get 10 points for the month of May. If you go elite again in June, you'll get another 10 points. And if you go elite again in July, you'll get another 10 points. Now, you have to have been, to qualify as this requalification or rank requalification, you have to have not hit this rank in the last 6 months. So anything past the end of October. So the end of October, meaning you couldn't have hit this rank in November, December, January, February, March, or April. Okay? So anything in November, December, January, February, March, actually April is an exception. I'm going to tell you about that. You won't get any points for requalification. It has to be at least 6 months since you've been that rank. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that in October you hit silver and then some things got rough in your business and you went back to elite. Well, now if you push and you become a premier, you're able, because you hit it in October, so it's been 6 months, you're able to actually receive 12.5 points for the month of May. And if you hold on to that, in the month of June, you'll get half points, which is 12.5 again, and in July, 12.5 again. And once again, it doesn't have to be consecutive. It can be, whatever months you hit, just the next 3 times you hit that rank. And then, if you hit silver, you'll also get half points. So it will go, you'll get 15 points for the first month, 15 for the second month, and 15 for the third month. And then if you rank advanced to gold now, because you've never hit gold before, you will get full points, 35, 35, and 35. Now, the month of April was such a big month, and we had unbelievable sales that many, many people rank advanced that really aren't that rank, that solid rank. And so doTERRA is making an exception. Just for the month of April, if you rank advanced for the month of April, you can't count that month in April because points don't accrue until, past May 15th. But in May, if you hit that rank again, whether it's for the first time and you're getting 4 points or you're getting full points because it was the first time in April, or if it's a requalification in April, you're getting half points, you're able to pick up the second month of points and the third month of points. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you were a platinum 2 years ago, and last month you became a platinum again, the month of April. So you're requalifying as a platinum. Well, you wouldn't be able to have those 20 requalification points for last month, but the next 2 months that you hit platinum, you'll pick up 20 points and 20 points. So that's how that works. Super fair, super great, super fun, and it's not demotivating to anyone. Everyone can kind of build where they're at, and just as long as they're progressing and as long as they're building their business, your points are growing and you're getting closer and closer to becoming a U.S. founder. All right, now the second way that we make personal points is from personal enrollments. So when we personally enroll people and get them excited about the oils and they buy a kit, and also from getting people on loyalty rewards. And this is how these points are broken down. You get 1 point for every person that you personally enroll. You also get a point if they get on LRP, let's say month 2, and LRP month 3. So you get a total of 3 points for every person that personally enrolls. Now, if you just have someone that enrolls and doesn't get on LRP point or on LRP, you would just get 1 point. If you have someone that enrolls and just is on LRP for 1 month, you'd get 2 points. But even if you have someone that enrolls and stays on LRP forever, or 12 months or 14 months, the total points that you can get is 3 points. Now, I want you to look really closely on how they've set this point system up. If you have a total of 1,000 points, so you need to be at 1,000 points for founder, look down at the bottom here. It says you have to have a minimum of 50 points, meaning even if you have 1,000 points, but you don't have 50 points of personal enrollment, you will not qualify as a founder. They want you to do a minimum of enrollments. And if you take 50 divided by 3, it's about 18 people, right? So 18 people over an 18-month period of time is only 1 person a month. If it's over a 12 period of time, it's just, a 12-month period of time, it's only a little bit more than 1. It's so doable. If you find 1 person a month that you can enroll and get on LRP, you have hit your minimum. Now notice here they also have a maximum. Now why would they have a maximum? Why wouldn't they want just everyone to sign up, as many people as possible? Let me tell you why. They want to make this Founders Club very, very fair for not only online builders, but also people that are not building online. And a lot of online builders have a tendency to enroll a lot of people, but it's a little bit harder for them to possibly build rank and to help other people build rank. So they don't want just the online builders coming in and taking all the points and everyone going founder. What this program really is about, it's a rank advancing program. It's a leadership program where you're helping other people rank as you rank yourself. And part of this is definitely personally enrolling. So you have a maximum of 300 points that you can use towards founder. If you sign up more than that, more people than that, then it just won't count for your founder's points. So if you take 300, you divide it by 3 points per person, you're looking at enrolling over a year or a year and a half period of time around 100 people, right? So if it's, 12 months, it's 8 people, a month. If it's more than, if it's 18 months, it's even less. So this is still very doable, especially when we're running and we're going for it and we're sharing oils as quickly as we can. So I'm really grateful for how they structured this point system because it's fair for everyone. People that build online and have a really easy time enrolling, great, they can max out those points. People that really, just focus on rank advancing and focus on helping their leaders rank advance and they don't enroll as many, great, they can do a minimum enrollment and focus on rank advancing points. All right, let's move on. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how you get points from helping your downline rank advance, but they have to be personally enrolled to you. Now, just so you know, they don't have to be on your front line and they don't have to be your qualifying leaders, just anywhere in your organization that you have personal enrollments and they're rank advancing and you're helping them rank advance, right? Then you receive points. Now, notice here, different than your personal rank advancing points, personally, you got points all the way up through Presidential Diamond, but here, when it's your downline rank advancing, you only receive points to Diamond. Why? The reason is because the owners feel, and doTERRA feels like, the push to blue and Presidential is really probably more what the leader themselves is doing and not so much the upline because they know what they're doing, they're running their own teams, and so to give points for somebody in my organization that's going blue and Presidential is probably not so much my work as theirs. So we only get points to help people go to Diamond. And the points are set up like this, and they're less. They're less points than you get personally, but because you have multiple legs, they really add up fast. 4 points for Elite, and you can get them 3 times, right? 3 months, 4, 8, 12. So 4, 4, 4. 10 points for Premier, 10, 10, 10, which is 30. 25 points for Silver, after 3 months is 75. Gold, 30 points. You can have 3 months of 30 points, which is 90. Platinum, 33, so it's a total of 99 you can get when you go Platinum. And Diamond, 35, which is a total of 105. So, look down at the bottom of your screen. You can't just rank advance yourself and sign up a lot of people and become a founder. This is a leadership this is a leadership opportunity, and we're incentivizing leadership, which means we also help other people grow their businesses and reach their goals and not just ours. So you have to have at least 300 points from your downline rank advancing in order for you to qualify to be a founder. Out of those 1,000 points, 300 of them need to be coming from your downline rank advancements. Now, just like your own personal rank advancements, if your leaders are requalifying, they're not hitting it for the first time. If they hit it for the first time, elite, premier, silver, they get full points. If they're requalifying because they've been that rank before, they receive half points. And it works just the same. For 3 months, they receive half points. They have to have not hit this rank after October 31st, right? 2019. But if they did hit this rank either for the first time or requalifying in April, you can't count the first month, the April points, but we are able to count months 2 and month 3, either for full points if they've never hit it before or for half points if they're requalifying. So, and you'll see in just a minute how that kind of adds up. We're going to go through some scenarios. The power of 3. The power of 3 is not only a really amazing way to start making money quickly in doTERRA, but it also sets you up. The structure of the power of 3 sets you up for a perfect build, a build where you can go silver or platinum, easier. So we want to incentivize this behavior. And if you have someone that's personally enrolled to you that has never hit the power of 3, we're talking just the $250 power of 3. The $50 power of 3, it's kind of simple. We're not going to give points for that. But the $1,500 power of 3, it's a little more complicated, and we don't want people manipulating the system to get those points. But the $250 power of 3, you receive 3 points for each month that your personally enrolled leader achieves. A total of 3 months so 3 points for the first month, 3 points for the second, and 3 points for the third, which is a total of 9 points. Now, you have to do this with at least one leader, which means you have to have at least one leader that has never had the power of 3 before and help them build the power of 3. doTERRA wants to know that you know how to help people build this. So your minimum amount of points to qualify as a founder is 9, and then you have no maximum. You can help as many people get their power of 3 bonus and receive points. But one thing you need to be aware of is, let's say you have a leader that's personally enrolled to you and they hit the power of 3 for the first time, and then they hit it 6 times in a row. You will not get 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You only get a total of just 3 months total, 3 times per person. All right, let's move on. Now, the empowerment bonus, we're going to go into some more detail online on my social media of what the empowerment bonus really looks like. We're not going to take a lot of time to talk about it, but you can actually receive your empowerment bonus as a premier, as a silver, and as a gold. And when you help a leader for the first time that has never received an empowerment bonus, whether it's premier, silver, or gold, it doesn't matter when, but if they've never ever had the empowerment bonus before and they hit it for the first time, you get 1 point. And you can get an additional 2 points for the next 2 months that they hit their empowerment bonus. So let's say you have a premier and they have never had the empowerment bonus before, but they become a silver and they hit their empowerment bonus for the first time. You receive a point. And the next month that they hit it, you receive another point. And the next month you receive another point. 3 points per person, just a total of 3 per person. Even if they go premier, silver, and gold in 3 different months, and they get the empowerment bonus as a premier, as a silver, and as a gold, that counts for 3 times per person. So it's not like 3 months is premier, 3 months is silver, and 3 months is gold. You can't have one person that you get 9 points from. It's just a total of 3 points, 3 times per person. You have a max of 300 points with the empowerment bonus. So a minimum of 3, and you can't use more than 300 points towards your 1,000 points out of the empowerment bonus. Okay. Now, I just want to remind you, for some of you that are thinking, my head is spinning, or I don't understand, or that just looks like a lot of points and a lot of things we have to do. If we really break it down, which is what we're going to do next, according to your rank, truly, just like Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And we really can do this. So let's get into some very specifics according to your rank. All right, so let me just break down for you some of the scenarios of as what you need to do as a brand new wellness advocate to become a U.S. founder. Now, I want to just let you know that this is totally doable. And I mean, when I first joined doTERRA, without even the Founders Club to have such a big carrot, I went diamond in 2 months. And there's many people in the company that have gone diamond in 6 months and 7 months. Most of my leaders go diamond in 8, 9, 10, 11. Most of them go diamond within a 12-month period of time. So it is absolutely possible. This isn't like something that nobody does or nobody has done. People are doing it all the time. So your objective in scenario number 1 is to go diamond. And this is how it would work out. For your personal rank advancement points, you would receive 600 points for rank advancing because you're literally going from the first rank all the way to diamond. So you're getting tons of personal rank advancement points. And you're going to be getting 50 enrollment points. So you're rank advancing a lot. You're not enrolling a ton. You're focusing on rank advancing and ranking your leaders and not a ton of enrolling. So you have a minimum of 50 points, which is about 18 enrollments. Super, super doable. If it's 18 months, it's just 1 a month, right? Now, leader number 1, they rank advance from 0 to silver. You receive from their rank advancement 117 points. Leader number 2, they rank advance from 0 to silver, so 117. Number 3 and number 4, all of them need to be silver. You need to have 4 silvers in order to go diamond. And you receive 117 points times 4. Well, for the power of 3, we're going to say 27 points. So 3 out of those 4 silvers, you're going to help build that $250 power of 3. And 3 out of those 4 silvers, they're going to get the empowerment bonus for the first time. Your total points are 1,154. So you've actually overshot the founder's goal. So it's awesome, right? Now let me give you a different scenario. Scenario number 2. Scenario number 2, your objective here is to go platinum. Now platinum is just 3 legs. It's not 4. You don't push quite as high. Your rank isn't quite as high. You don't get as much commissions and money from platinum as you do diamond, but let's say you're really, really good at enrolling people, but you're having a little bit harder time finding all the leaders that you want. So maybe you just have 3 leaders instead of 4. So we're going to make up that deficit of points with a lot of enrollments, and this is what it could look like. Your personal rank advancement points is 450 points, which is, lower than scenario number 1. You personally enroll 41 people with LRP, so that's 23 points, and you personally enroll 40 people with no LRP, which is 40 points. Now, that kind of seems like that's a lot, right? So 41 and 40, that's 81 people that you're enrolling. Well, if you divide that by 12, you're literally looking at, less than, 6 or 7 people a month. It's not astronomical, right? Okay. So this is what's going to happen to those 3 leaders. Leader number 1 goes silver, 117 points. Leader number 2 goes silver, 117 points, and the same thing with leader number 3. All 3 of your leaders need to get the $250 power of 3, and all 3 of your leaders need to get the empowerment bonus. What we're doing here is we're just putting in more enrollment points and less for rank advancing your team. It's 1,000 points here. Now, this scenario, if you're really good at enrolling, this scenario might be easier for you to hit 1,000 points. If you're really good at building leaders and you don't enroll quite as much, the last scenario might be better for you. Now, I want to just end with this. This is the most epic time to be building in doTERRA. It's the most epic time to be sharing oils. Not only with everything that's going on in the world right now, not only do people want to stay healthy, they love the product. They love essential oils. They believe in essential oils. They want something that is safe and effective and very affordable. And right now, they're needing extra income. They're needing supplementation, right? And so why not? Why not run for founder and have something that could change your life forever? And my question to you is, are you the next founder? Are you willing to, get excited and learn about essential oils? Are you willing to go for it? Well, if your answer is yes, I just don't know how because I'm brand new. Well, I have the perfect solution for you. We have set up an online training system to help you go founder. And it walks you through day by day, week by week, month by month, exactly what you're supposed to be doing every single step of the way. It's absolutely free. You will be given training and assignments and even an accountability group with people that are trying to hit the same rank as you are to help you, to support you, to keep you motivated. It's called the Oil Games, and it's going to be your best tool to use to hit your goal of becoming a founder. So all you need to do is just go to oilgames.com and register for the first game because you're brand new, right? Register for the first game called Reach Elite. And it will start at the very beginning and explain all the basics of the business and then walk you through there. And it will take all the guessing game out of you building doTERRA and out of you becoming a founder. So good luck, move forward, and I hope that you are one of the next founders in Founders Club 2.0. Bye-bye, everyone.